San Pellegrino again. Lemon flavor again. Earlier today, I had the grapefruit flavor, which I also like. Quit resetting my missions. I hate that. Malarchius Maximus. Can't wait to get some use out of this. I anticipate that this will go faster than it did on my Tediore one. As per typical. Good body type on that. Over 1,000 damage, and it's a green, and it's a 46. This is a perfectly adequate rocket launcher, due mostly to its body type. That's a decent launcher for its level. If it was an elemental carnage, I might consider it.
You lads are the best armed mercs out there. You need healing, step right up.
Panacea, where were you on my Tediore Allegiance run? Best part in the middle. Best part left side. But it's a 34, so no real comparison there. My loadout is far beyond adequate, but I still need to shop anyway to satisfy my compulsion. After all, when I was here on Tediore Morty, I came across the most...
Hello, traveler! There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
Magazine, not clip.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
I came across the most perfectly parted bulldog I've ever found.
And we'll give them our leftovers. Give us your poor, and we'll
It had barrel 5. It was built from material 3, the desert material type. Desert camo. Had a good body type. Its fire rate was something like 1.7.
Just can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Sounds like you need a storage tank upgrade. Supplies limited. Are you about ready to get rolling?
Enough walking. Let's get out of here.
And it had a blade attachment too. I almost forgot. Basically, it was this shotgun right here, except it was a bulldog. 2 material types better. And had a spike attachment.
Check me out.
Best part in the middle.
Oh, come on. Wow, you're not dead?
I forget what level it was. I think it was 50 something. Oh, wait. Getting ahead of myself. shotguns I've used on this Dahl Allegiance run throughout Playthrough 1 and Playthrough 2 have had either barrel 3 or barrel 5. This is barrel 5. Except on the Bulldog that I have back in my Underdome bank, which has barrel 2. Yes, I'm favoring this shotgun right here. Because it has better parts. Just picked up a Dahl rifle that looks serviceable. Let's get a look at it. No, it's too ordinary. Barrel 1, body 1, stock 4, sight 3. Yeah, it's not up to snuff. This I will hold on to, though. Up to snuff. That's an odd expression. I wonder how that came to be. I anticipate, if I didn't mention this before, I anticipate hitting level 49 by the end of this episode.
Who are your leaders? Who makes the decisions that will most affect your lives? Before you answer, Atlas.
I'm going to do everything that leads up to Canyon Crush Saga. By that I mean Crom's Canyon. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Canyon Crush Saga. Way too ordinary. Barrel 1, body 1, sight 1, and no stock. What a piece of junk. Death with barrel 3. Underpowered for its level. Yeah, this is around the time Hyperion shotguns start to lose their luster. Because they become anemic on damage. Which is a little bit true. Prior to that, but not excessively so.
Keep at it, my friend.
But once you get to somewhere around this point on Playthrough 2, high 40s, then you start noticing it. And SNS shotguns become noticeably better.
Yeah. What is it?
If you need healing, step right up.
Better compared to Hyperion. Hold on a sec. 2/3 same parts. 1/3 same parts.
Give me a shout if I can help you.
I sure got you right now.
course, she jumps out the wrong way. Save that guy for later. Oh, that's right. I've already got a level 49 Stomper, so I have... Oh, yeah, and a Carnage, too. I have... a Shield, a Carnage, and a Stomper that I will probably be able to use by the end of this episode. Now I need a grenade mod to go with level 49 or 50. I'll skip Tartarus, go right to Jacobs. No longer interested in level 43 stuff. All the 43 stuff I've currently got is excellent.
I've been hurt too many times by zombies. Everybody's doing the claptrap. Check says shit. My grill, but you like
I can already tell it's not as good as the electric revolver I've already got, despite having the urban material type. But just out of curiosity, yeah. Barrel 2 versus Barrel 4. I would assume the body types are the same due to the fire rates being the same, but it's a bit hard to tell. There are other variables that go into that. Not going to bother checking that shop. Mostly I came here for the red chest. Mostly. Oh.
Is shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get a BL1 and light some people on fire.
I don't know what the highest level of stuff is that I'll encounter here, but if there's a level 43 Dahl in the special of the day section, I think that's the highest level of Dahl stuff I can hope to find here for now. Which means I can mark this off my shopping location list. So to speak. Where were you on my Meteor run? Barrel 5, body 3, stock 1, sight 2, and an 18-round mag. Yeah, I've got a good Cobra on my Meteor Morty. But, and it even has a better body type than this one, but it has a dink-ass 12-round mag.
It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment.
Come on,
Upgrade now.
around. Keep at it, my friend.
Get your meds here.
This isn't working!
Don't need to bother scrounging here anymore. A ceiling fan without a ceiling. Where were you on my TDO Allegiance run? Electric, or rather, static equalizer. My favorite flavor of equalizer for the end game.
Is shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get up.
Oh, if only it didn't have the structurally superfluous scope. On the other hand, it does have barrel 5, and this is the scope that has the aperture that I like. Should I splurge or should I hold out? That was a long second, 307. I would trade the scope for a spike. I'm going to hold out.
If you need healing, step right up.
254, that was also a long second.
Don't shout out.
Didn't think you could slip that by me, did you?
Let's get you rolling.
Let's get some wheels.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
This would pair well with that equalizer as a placeholder for a defiler. Good sights on that. Not enough reason to buy it, of course. That right there is not violent enough. Good parts on this. Barrel 3, body 3, and some good type of cylinder. Excellent fire rate. Definitely an adequate placeholder for a defiler, despite being green. Green label. Dahl shield. Hide behind my vehicle. Optimistic estimation of range there. It has barrel 5, but it's a Dahl, not a Hyperion. Barrel 5 on that. Good arm, I'll give you that much. Idiot. That was disappointing. Granted, I screwed it up, but I would expect this shotgun to kill a mook with one shot at that distance with barrel 5. An ordinary low-level mook. Really? Excellent handling characteristics. You ever wonder why 99% of the guns you find in this game have bad parts? I mean, yeah, I get it. That's kind of the idea. But why does it have to be so extreme? Legendaries can be completely ruined by having bad parts. And that's certainly also true for ordinary weapons, too. Standard issue. Good sights on that. I'm almost tempted to buy it. It has good sights, but it doesn't have the accuracy to make those sights worthwhile. Keep the TD2U. Tango Delta 2 uniform. Sell the 3. Keep the 2, sell the 3. Better barrel on this one. Otherwise, same parts, it looks like. So, yeah, same parts aside from the barrels and the mags. Same resale value.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs. First aid kit. You won't regret it. Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
Of course, since the shops have changed over, I have to prolong my shopping session. Stop using incorrect nomenclature.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
52, I don't have to plan that far ahead.
Hello, Traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction Bounty Board.
I am better, Mom. I've got all kinds.
Atlas believes in customer service above all else, though all sales are vital.
Look at you, road.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Come in, come in.
I am Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
Barrel 1 and body 1. Same for this, barrel 1, body 1. That's built entirely from Type 1 parts. And so is that. That has barrel 1. That has barrel 1. And that has barrel 1. And that has barrel 2. Which is even worse on a revolver unless it's a masher. So all of the guns in this shop are built entirely from trash parts. I don't need to plan farther ahead than level 50 at this juncture. If I find acid or fire bouncing betties at a level 52, then I'll probably buy them.
What can I do for you? I think we're done here.
Best part in the middle.
Yeah. What is it? You got what you need, now scram.
Forget your red.
Gotta check Underdome. Any place I might find level 48 or better Dahl stuff.
Molly one gun shoot more like Finding the next leading competitor. Lads are the best armed mercs out there. Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles?
This is, yeah, I'm still rocking a level 34 class mod. Haven't found, yeah, what model was that? 650. Haven't found a level 43 or better replacement for it. Because it's a 5-line purple model 660, and that's just how good those are. So if I do find level 48 Dahl stuff, it'll only be in that shop. Most likely. Skip Jacob's Cove, go right to New Haven, and I can skip Dahl Headland.
Jacob's guns do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need? First aid kit.
2/3 best parts. Best part left side, best part in the middle. Recharge rate leaves something to be desired, but for level 40, this is really good capacity. I think it is blue, 2/3 best parts, and it's blue. So imagine if this was a panacea. Yeah, I was still on the lookout for fire betties. Alright, so I can go to Treacher's Landing. I could go directly there. But I'd rather do it the proper way and fight my way there. Like on Playthru-1. There's a white chest on the way there, which probably won't be worth my time, but I have found legendaries in white chests before. I mean, heck, not too long ago I found an electric equalizer in a dumpster.
Boy, this is the place to catch a ride. You can paint it all kinds of pretty colors to boot. Let's get you rolling.
By the way, you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that
Walking.
a lot of the same people who deride the equalizer as being junk also complain that they run out of ammo all the time in this game.
This one's our live. Get you one.
And not because they're doing a specific allegiance run with a specific character,
It's hard to see new opportunities with
but because they don't make use of TD or legendaries, at least for the sake of regenning ammo for other weapons of the same type. Like using an equalizer to maintain an ammo supply for all of your revolvers? I mean, would that make too much sense or what? That's what I've always done. Since the very beginning. SWAT. Blasted in half. its own sportsmanship style. Ah, even you get stuck on the terrain. I quit using shotguns on TDR Morty. TDR shotguns suck. Vladov shotguns suck. I know many would regard that as heresy. Everyone loves the blast hammer. Everyone except me. Why does it take more than one shot? I don't like that. Against that type of ordinary mook, this should be blasting your torso off. Why does it take two? At that range, I mean, this is barrel 5 we're talking about here. A Dahl shotgun with barrel 5. Now granted, it's not a desert shotgun. It has the hunter's prefix because it's built from, I think this is material 1. Green camo is material 1 for Dahl. Urban camo is material 2. Desert camo is material 3. And I'm pretty sure the material type, in terms of weapon prefix, material type is prioritized over barrel type. So if you have 2 Dahl shotguns, for example, with barrel 5, and one is green and the other is desert, the green one will be called a hunter's shotgun, and the desert one will be called a desert shotgun. Let's see how this compares to the Masher. Better stats overall, but only 2 shots. So all in all, these are pretty much evenly matched and make a good pair. And they've both got barrel 5, and they're both purple, and they're both level 43. Remember, you have to unequip a weapon to your inventory to see what its true level is. Because of some programming remnant. Once I start shooting this thing, I don't want to stop. It's too much fun. I do wish it was an 8-shooter though, since this Type 2 cylinder has 8 chambers. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's worth reiterating. That's a perfectly healthy capacity for this type of shotgun. So it has 8 chambers. Why not have it hold 8 rounds?
You want some of this?
Some of what? How about some of this? What sort of shotgun do they equip you with? I guess whatever was available. Not fitted to his stature. I once saw a show, I forget what the show was called, but this little person had a shotgun and he let his son, also a little person, fire it. And he had a terrible time with it because, well, it was a 12 gauge and it wasn't fitted to his stature. It had a stockless pistol grip. He wasn't taught proper technique, so he held it using kind of an odd grip technique. And I'm using the word technique in quotes. I mean, heck, you're not born knowing these things, but he had his index finger grasping along the side of the receiver and pulled the trigger with his middle finger. So the recoil was probably hurting his whole body in multiple ways, so especially his hand. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that despite his stature, he could have been able to withstand the recoil of a 12 gauge if it had proper length of pull. Also, it was a pump action.
First aid kit, and you won't regret it.
Which means him being a little person, best part in the middle, by the way, he had to sort of contort his body to be able to pump it. Had it been an auto loader, or if it had some kind of modified foregrip that was swept back, he probably could have been able to handle it with greater success. Also, I would have recommended a 20 gauge or a 16 gauge. But they used what they had. If I recall, I think it was a Mossberg 500 Cruiser, 20-inch barrel, 7+1 capacity if using standard rounds. You can refer to it as an 8-shot or 8-shooter, and most people will know what you mean. Most people will know that you mean 7+1. Stalker-style shotgunning. shotguns that can go the distance. And they're not even made, they don't have to be made by Hyperion or Jacobs to be able to do that. What's the meaning of this? No comment. I fired extra shots in frustration because I thought that should only take one shot to kill that mook. I'll say this about Tediore. At least the revolvers never have that stupid, over-exaggerated reload animation that some revolvers have. That should have taken one shot. I guess maybe half the pellets hit right there. Once again, fired extra shots in frustration. Frivolous tactical reload. Cleaning the place up. The hell are you doing? You just trying to irritate me?
My.
2 white label junkers out of a red chest. Don't insult me. Optimistic. Yeah. I'm not going to traverse all the way out on this. What do you call this? It's not a pier, is it? Deck. Peninsula, precipice. You know what I mean. All these frivolous tactical reloads. By the way, thanks for notifying me of your presence. Could have snuck up on me otherwise. And gotten immediately eviscerated, but still. Almost got the drop on me, then had to announce his presence. Take some extra for myself. That's what I'm imagining that I'm doing. I like the good stuff. Cheap beer is serviceable. This might be something more like rum or whiskey or moonshine. I do prefer beer over those most of the time.
Yes, feel it.
I will drink cheap beer if it's offered to me, but if I'm buying, I get the good stuff. And I love to share the good stuff. My way of proselytizing, so to speak. Trying to encourage people to sample new styles of beer they might not have had before, and I do the same thing with food. Oh, by the way, Malawan is going to be one of the adversaries in Borderlands 3. What do you think of that? That means we'll probably, at least one of the factions, I guess there'll be multiple factions of enemies. What does that remind you of? Stalker? Of course. That's what it reminds me of. Malawan as an adversary. That means every enemy is going to be used. I mean, every enemy from that faction is going to be using elemental weapons. And then there's Children of the Vault, led by the Calypso twins. That particular pile always contains some item. Variable quality, of course, but there's always something in there. You know the Hyperion bullpup shotgun from the pre-sequel? That's not a bullpup. It's top-fed like a P90, but its layout is more like an AR-57. Look that up if you don't know what that is.
Want to make a bigger boom? Buy a better mod. I got all
Which means it's not a bullpup. This is a bullpup. All SMGs in this game are bullpups. The benefit of the bullpup design is it gives you a full-size weapon in a compact package. The downside is added complexity, especially in regard to the trigger group, which is essentially a compound trigger group, because you have to have some mechanism that links from here all the way back to here. Whereas with a conventional layout, and this is side-fed, that's not exactly conventional by today's standards, but compared to a bullpup, we can say it's relatively conventional. You don't need a compound trigger group. You can just put the whole thing right there. So that's why some militaries have standardized bullpups while others have not. Depends
I
on...
might have sort of lied to you. That alien vault crap a map you looking for? Tom stole it. He stabbed me twice.
You didn't have to lie to me. I'd have gotten you the booze anyway. You can make it up to me by giving me an extra share of that beer. Or I tell you what, catch me later and I'll buy you a beer just to show there's no hard feelings. I could hear the regret in his voice. And though I'm not a fan of being lied to, I'm generally quick to forgive. Because holding a grudge is an inefficient waste of energy. Doomstick. Hunting shotgun. Has a bird's head pistol grip. So in real world terms, if it has a stockless pistol grip of any sort, whether it's a bird's head style of pistol grip or otherwise, then no matter what type of barrel it has, you wouldn't use it for hunting. To use a shotgun for hunting, you really want to be able to fire it from the shoulder. In fact, the law even defines a shotgun as a shoulder-fired weapon. By the way, skag pile. That shows up when you pass a threshold.
Aw, did that hurt?
Ever notice how Dahl shotguns, of all the brands, are the last to become available at level 16? Even Atlas shotguns become available at level 10, along with Torg and Vladov. Am I being too optimistic?
What you want? What you want?
Getting stronger by the minute.
And good riddance.
Best part left side. Guess I'll put that there. What's that shark skill? Of all the shark movies that have been made, how is it that even after all these years they still haven't surpassed Jaws? The original Jaws. Now, if I recall, I should go either here or to New Haven. See what happens if I go to New Haven first. New missions to pick up. And at this point, that one sometimes hidden shop can now be revealed.
just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SS has the solution.
Oh, there are new missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board.
Extended magazines.
I'll hold out for a better one.
Hey, you see my gun?
SNS philosophy is...
Skimpy
ammo
mag.
capacity
Decent barrel, though.
I win.
Greetings! Helena Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
How much time?
Atlas spares no expense in making
150-ish.
every area.
Well, looks like you fit right in. See you soon.
I've never been told that before.
Oh, it's your side. Forget your
Let's get some wheels.
wheels.
I mentioned this during my Tedior run also, but those embers, I just love details like that.
Step right up.
Increase the immersion. Best part in the middle.
Who knows what you're gonna find in the vault? Make sure you pack it.
Shop's about to change over. Did you see my Dahl shield glowing green right as I jumped in? This outrunner. Invisible barrier.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Bad barrel, bad cylinder type, but it has a good body type. Still, I would only use this to regen ammo for other shotguns.
Ladov, you don't need to be a better shot. You just need to shoot more bullets.
Barrel 5, and it's a twin shot, but with a dinky 19-round mag. And fires 2 at a time, so why an odd-numbered capacity? That's not just video game logic, that's Borderlands logic.
No guarantees. You can always count on Marcus guns.
Have a look around.
Got all the missions on my list, so... Technically, I've already met Mr. Johns, but now to do so more officially. I've often wondered if the name Johns is a reference to the character named Johns from Pitch Black, the first Riddick movie.
Hi there.
I'll be coming back for those. at some point in the future. Running all over BFE to retrieve them all. Do people still use that expression?
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil,
Blech.
allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
Well, look at that. 2 identical rifles. And yeah, sure. It's an exceedingly common type of weapon, but well, what are the chances of 2 being exactly the same? Barrel 1, body 3, stock 1, sight 2.
Get your mans here.
Hi there.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
5-line purple model 650. Now that is an adequate mission reward. Not even a difficult mission.
Hey, listen to Skeeter. Don't just stand there thumbs up daddy right now, Joe. Get you some wheels.
Let's get out of here.
Jacobs guns do one thing really well.
Overscoped.
Honestly, what else?
The only thing good about this is the body type. It has barrel 2. It has, I don't know what kind of scope that is. That is either sight 4 or sight 5. But it's overscoped for its capabilities. What's the accurate? Yeah, 87.7. 2.1 fire rate.
Your needs covered.
Definitely body 5. That's what you really want on a masher. That's called a swift masher. Imagine an anaconda that's also not only a masher but a swift masher. Anaconda always has barrel 4, the part that makes it what it is. So all of its other parts can be anything,
That was it? It's dead?
and it can have any accessory. I hate the way those things move. One moment they're on the ground, the moment they're in the air, it's like they don't even have any. There's no time that it takes for them to go from one place to another. They're just instantly there. Prioritizing the most annoying. Not the most dangerous, but the most annoying.
Disappointing. I didn't even break a sweat. Acid tough.
Lots of shots. So many little holes. Frivolous tactical reload. Reloading with the use key, I still don't like that. Nobody does. I wonder if they ditched that in GOTY Enhanced. Why'd they have to call it GOTY Enhanced? Why not just call it Borderlands Remastered? I'm dumping entire mags into single enemies just to express my contempt for their annoyance. Sort of a minor act of protest of sorts. On my Tediore Allegiance run, I did that by tossing grenades at them. Hold on, I have to know. Whack. SWAT. You go squish now. Swift Law. I think I picked up one of those. And I think it was also blue label like that one. No, I don't need to get out for a white label junker. Only 5 figures worth of resale value, but still.
Hi there.
Combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
Well, this is a Swift with body 3, so it's just the fire rate, the numeric value of the fire rate that defines it as Swift, and not the body type. Body types 3 and 5 offer the best fire rate, as with combat rifles. I'd hazard a guess that that means that body type 4 offers extra damage at the expense of fire rate. A 4-line purple 660 and it's level 43. Not good enough. It has to be 5-line purple. Gotta be built from material 3 for ammo regen. Now, on a Team Allegiance run, if you have an SNS support gunner Roland on your team, then you might, if you're playing as Dahl Lil, then you might opt for a Merc-Com built from Material 2 instead. Since the support gunner, having a support gunner on your team the hell? I hate how they run under my aim. It's not over till they're all dead. Why only 5? You could have me kill 50 of these. I'd be perfectly okay with that. This is way better than with TDR. Or rather, I should say, how did I screw that up? With a Dahl shotgun. Pathetic. What? That should have taken 1 shot, maybe 2. I was aiming directly at its abdomen. Not its carapace, its abdomen. Screw TDR shotguns. Screw TDR shotguns. All shotguns rule. Team elemental effect. Is it supposed to say team elemental effect chance? Team elemental effect chance, team elemental effect. Now I can't have a double dose of the same thing. Maybe team elemental effect means team elemental effect damage. In other words, Delta Oscar Tango for the whole team. And I'm pretty sure Hyperion also makes the Tormentor class mod. All these 5-line purple class mods that I can't use. I knew I had seen a perp drop around that location. And then I saw another one and somehow thought, is that the one I was thinking of earlier? But no, it was a different one. A measly 5 spider ants. Next time ask for 20 or 50 or so.
Hello! There are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board.
Next I'll do the scavenger shotgun mission before I do Canyon Crush Saga. Please be open. Oh, you.
Hey, you see my gun?
Hate that. Never understand the point. Why not just have it be open and stay open all the time? Once it becomes available.
What can I do for you? I hope whatever is in the vault can be traded for supplies.
Practical mindset. I like that. Ceiling fan without a ceiling. Yes, I have to say that every time. Every time I feel like it, that is. Good sights on that thing. Pathetic. Weak. It's a funny word, pathetic. Comes from the word pathos. But it's typically used ironically to express contempt.
If the vault is real, you'll be able to afford it.
Rather than empathy. Another word that's derived from pathos. Pathos, empathy. Also sympathy. All those words are derived from the same or at least similar root basis. Now the shops have changed over again, so I might as well go check the good shops. Let's all go to the gun shop. Let's all go to the gun shop. Let's all go to the gun shop and buy ourselves a piece. Magazine, not clip.
What
A clip is a device other than a speed loader used for loading
Hello,
a magazine
Marcos
or
here.
cylinder.
I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
You won't find fighter gear anywhere on the planet.
Who are your leaders? Who makes the decisions that will most affect your lives? Before you answer,
Walking.
Atlas.
Duh.
Hello,
Not even
traveler.
stuck on anything.
There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
So irritating.
Welcome to my shop.
Dahl makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective. Assuming you're strong enough to
Pleasure
hold
to be
one,
doing
one
business
always
with you.
has the upper hand. Make sure it's you.
You need something?
If you need healing, step right up. Let's check out your ride.
Gotta check Underdome. Already checked New Haven for this changeover. Then from there I can go straight back to middle of nowhere. I can skip Tartarus.
Dahl makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective. Assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
It's just like one I've got, but with a different sight. I think. Both of my stompers are better than that. Barrel 1, body 4, stock 1, sight 1. Barrel 1, body 5, stock 5, sight 2. Barrel 3, body 4, stock 1, sight 3. I really want an 18-round stomper.
It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade now. Get your mans here.
Team accuracy. I wonder how much of an effect that has on multi-projectile weapons. All ammo is maxed out. Middle of nowhere.
Jacob's guns do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need? Get your mans here.
Another 600 series, a 660, but it's a 4-line. Only interested in 5-line purple.
A sniper without a sniper comm is just a guy.
Doesn't have to be model 660.
For you. Check out your ride.
Definitely want to spawn
Let's get
2
out of here.
vehicles,
Let's get some wheels.
and I'll illustrate why in a moment. This one, when I have ammo regen and I'm using a full auto weapon, I just like to drill into them with a full mag. A white chest followed by a red. Come on now. Fine. Wasn't even worth the effort. Ha! Thought you were going to screw me over, didn't you? That doesn't count as screwing me over. Oops. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, I'm pressing the... Ugh. Don't make me repeat the same action over and over again. Getting agitated. Not in the mood for a bug hunt. I only came here for this. I'll most certainly kill you to death if you get in my face. You have to die now. That was basically your own doing. And you know it. So where does this idea come from that red chests are better than white? It's all 99% junk that you find in any and all chests, regardless of color, their color. I was going to say what brand they are, but that's not necessarily true.
Nothing's a real doctor when you get my machines and their scary deals.
A bunch of perps, but not a single one is a 5-line.
Going after the bolts. Better all go south with the best.
46.
Don't know who to trust? You can always trust the gun at your side.
I just picked this up somewhere, didn't I? It's underscoped. It has barrel 4 and sight 1. Still, I might have to force myself to use it. Too bad I can't switch its scope with this. Then they'd be more adequate. What am I trying to say? You know what I mean. Good barrel, bad body, good body, good stock, bad stock, bad sight, good sight. Their parts are all scrambled. This one... I still say at first glance it looks like a 3-shot cylinder. Not just one of the best, but the absolute best shotgun I've ever found in this game ever was on my flat-off Allegiance run as Roland. And it was the shotgun I got from this mission. And it was a purple level 22 SNS spiked death on Playthru-1. Would have preferred it to be level 31, but that's a bit optimistic, maybe. Head barrel 5.
Let's get you rolling. Let's get you rolling.
Good body type, or good enough body type. Fire rate of 1.3. See what I get this time. Now, it was a level 22, and it was better than this overall. And it was built from material 3, so it had a 10-round mag. Isn't it interesting that I was just talking about my flat-off Allegiance run as Roland? Hold on just a moment. I'm back.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands. Let's trick out your ride. Oh, this is what gets you ride. You can find all kinds of pretty colors too.
I think the idea here is, if you want to, you can leave these spider ants in there to distract bandits. Not usually a necessity, though. Just an option. Now, usually I use a corrosive revolver on turrets. But in this case, I'm going to use raw damage. See how my electric revolver does. Hold on just a moment. I'm back. See if I can take out that Mulciber operator from here. I did score a crit using only a dot sight.
I'm really good at this.
Two whites out of a white chest. That's in keeping with expectation. 4 whites out of a red chest. That's just the game taking a dump on you. Four whites out of 2 red chests. Same deal.
Time to play!
Where were you a moment ago? This area reminds me of the ending of Robo, the first one, from 1987. Toward the end, actually. Why can't I aim all of a sudden? All of a suddenly.
I'm really good at this. Aw, did that hurt?
With the water and the industrial motifs. Really? I can't believe I have to tolerate this. So insulting. I would bet you almost anything GOTY enhanced doesn't fix that. Oh, but they sure as shit made sure to change the interface of your inventory. Something which is fine the way it is. What the hell are you doing? You could have just come around this way. Idiot! You see him, even enemies get stuck. I know I mention this all the time, but even NPCs get stuck on scenery. have a Corrodi SMG. So I could have used that on those turrets, and that probably would have done a better job. That's what I should use on Crom's turret, which regens health. So the idea is to keep the damage going, which of course means Delta Oscar Tango comes in handy.
Get your meds here. A sniper without a sniper comm is just a guy with a gun. Find the comm that's right for you.
Level 48 Torg. Torg stuff can occur on 46, 47, and 48. So from here on out, the manufacturer level tier system is I don't know if rescinded is the right word. It becomes irregular. Between 46 and 50, and once you hit level 50, then anything made by any product made by any manufacturer can be any level.
Feel it!
Who would set one of these down facing backwards like that? Just like the one in Scooter's garage at T-Bone Junction. Who would do that? See, this one's facing forward. Dahl. That one's facing forward. And why would anyone stencil the Dahl logo backwards? Mirror image style. And there's a level 43 Defiler. Wow, that's a good one. Barrel 3, body 5. A good cylinder type. Pair this up with that electric equalizer I found earlier. Good times. I bet that thing would destroy Crom's turret in like 2 shots. Screw loose strut. That acid barrel did jack squat. Precisely jack squat. That pisses me off. Oof. Remember, when it comes to flavored sniper rifles, I'm only interested in explodey. Because Dahl doesn't make any other elemental sniper rifles that proc per shot. Doomstick. Dig it. Should have taken 2 shots. See? What do you suppose these things scree out of? What do they vocalize out of? They don't even have faces. Really? You're starting to disappoint me. Shotgun. I mean, really, do you want to get sold? Because that's how you get sold. Really? Really? So irritating. I expect more. My expectations are not unreasonable. Good thing I didn't buy that level 48 analog to this. That had barrel 5 and that one type of shotgun scope that I'm actually willing to tolerate. Really? 4? At that range? They're only level 44 and this is a purple 43 weapon. See, it was able to take that guy down within, what was that, 9 shots or so? Just shouldn't take 4 shots from this. These are room length distances against ordinary mooks. Just doesn't seem like the sort of thing Atlas would make, does it? Death by bullets. Never noticed that before. Should have taken one shot. Look at that guy spazzing out. Thought I saw a grenade. Doom. I saw that maneuver you pulled. Poked your head out, went right back. Sure, I'll help you out. See, the Torg logo was stenciled correctly. Magazine, not clip. Tired of barrels not doing anything. I had a really terrible double anarchy on my TD or Morty.
I'm
Screw it. Eat this. Combo attack. Just for extra fun. Dahl. So 7 cans of skag meat. If you have 7 cans of skag meat by the time you get to this point and have the repair kit, you know you haven't missed any. That's my inventory 45.
All right, let's go.
Since I tend to travel light, that's perfectly adequate.
Please open the box.
See what we've got.
That's built entirely from Type 1 parts, and it's a pounder. Pounders can actually be serviceable under certain circumstances. Best prefix for pounder is intense, which indicates crit bonus. And it's buffed by the Ranger class mod for Morty, which affects the whole team. Now these stencils are right side up. I mean, these are upside down, yeah, but they're not mirrored. Oh, look at that. It's a machine gun with a combat rifle body type. Body 1. Maybe I shouldn't actually expect to be able to shotgun the way I do when playing Morty with the Ranger class mod while using a shotgun that has death in its name, which has an unlisted crit bonus. Which is supposed to be buffed by a high-quality Ranger comm if it's built from Material 2. The Ranger comm is made by SNS and Tedior. Please be ×2 or better. Very good. I can get some use out of you. Purple Tempest, 650. Not bad, not bad. If this was just a regular playthrough, I most certainly would have already upgraded my Underdome bank. Oh! I knew the moment I heard that noise. That was a bouncing Betty. Who can play at that game? I took out my entire shield and almost all of my health. Really? Couldn't finish him off with one shot? A low-level, ordinary mook? Who was already wounded? Alright, so... Who keeps switching my mission? I had this set on this one. Who or what? And there's the last one right there. Sniper rifle versus shotgun. You've got the wrong tool for the job. I've got the right tool for this job. You did this stupid thing. By the way, that's Morty's original character model. Never understood the skirt or kilt. The why? Sense of style, I guess. I think that was an electric Reaver's Edge. And it has barrel 1. Yeah, it's an electric Reaver's Edge. If it was explodey, I'd use it. It has barrel 1, but is that a penetrator barrel? No. I've never gotten the hybrid. What do you call the hybrid? Penetrator's Edge, Reaver's Penetrator? Which do you think sounds better? Sounds cool. Nothing else to do on this side of the canyon, so that's both of those accounted for. I could hear it making screeching sounds. Dig it. Even with body 1, this rifle still does the job, and I never used to THX 1138. I never used to like the concept of 5-round burst. I used to think all you really needed was 3 or 4, which is generally true. But I've warmed up. Don't need a thumper, no matter how. I don't need an electric reverse edge. Keep that Bernie. Pounder's not good enough. I'll hold on to that just because it has a good barrel type and deals a lot of damage. Barrel 5, everything else is a Type 1 part. Interested in fire beddings. In case I want to go Firefly. This makes that sound that I hate. I think that's the sound the shots make when an SMG has this body type. But don't quote me on that. Form meets function. Can't quite tell what barrel type that is. But I know that's a Sight 3 type of scope, and I forget what stock type that is. Pop skull. Finish them off with one single shot. Not so frivolous tactical reload. Since you only get 4 bursts per mag. Watch this now. This is the sound that Lil's starter SMG makes when it fires. And I do believe it has the same body type. Cheeky breaky if donkey. Opa zim. Cheeky breaky if donkey. Iron sights are all you need. And this even has chintzy barrel 1. Fired an extra burst because I'm accustomed to having to do so. Good arm. I'll give you that much. Delta Oscar Tango. More than just your face. Oh, that has body type 5. But it also has a structurally superfluous scope, since it has barrel 2, and it's a Vlad. Vlad doesn't prioritize accuracy with their automatics. I see 2 red dots. Don't know where they are, not going to bother with them. Maybe I'll catch them on my way back Did that Vladov pistol have... Yes. It has good sights. That's not enough reason to use it. Even on a Vladov Allegiance run. Alright. Now. What should I use? I wonder what the lower portion of his face looks like. By the way, if you get all the way up there and fight him toe-to-toe instead of destroying his turret to death from a distance, he talks funny. It's kind of hilarious. So let's see if I can take his turret out from here. That's a bit too optimistic. This Raven, on the other hand, does a fine job. I bet the Stompers would have also done a fine job. Defiler would have done an even better job, especially that one I had with the good parts. Barrel 3 combined with body 5. Did you see the stats on that thing? Second most accurate barrel type. Incendiary SMG against an enemy that can withstand fire. That means it was just the base damage that was dealing damage. What's your poison? Rum, whiskey, moonshine, tequila? Southern Comfort? And if you cook, do you cook with any of them? Any and or all of those? They can impart really nice flavor tastes onto meat and or vegetables. This is a good place to take cover. Once again, the mirrored Dahl stencil. Take cover if you don't have an accurate enough weapon to fight Crom's turret from a distance. And that Karate pistol I just found would have been at least adequate for dealing with Crom's turret. Not exceptional, but adequate. On my TD or Morty, I went up that way and came down this way, so I'll do the opposite with Dahl Lil. God, just sleep. Sleep standing up. Crom's sidearm is actually good. Barrel 5. I think it's always built from the same parts. It almost always procs per burst. Not always, but usually. And it's a burst fire repeater, which means you could call it a machine pistol. As long as you remember to differentiate it from what a machine pistol is in this game officially. That is a repeater with body 5. I think.
You found another piece of the key without my help. Or did you? I'm always watching you, friend. Be careful. Others are starting to see their own opportunity.
I should try using Crom's sidearm with Lil using a Tempest class mod. See how it compares to something like, say, an electric Thanatos. Thanatos can have any barrel type. Crom's sidearm always has barrel 5. There aren't enough burst fire repeaters in this game. I think there are only 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. The Dahl Hornet and Crom's sidearm, which is made by Atlas. He's determined to get down here to me. Just jump down. With these rocks spaced the way they are, if more of them were jump on topable, all one word, you could play a game of the floor is made of lava. Almost. They're not spaced perfectly for that. Frivolous tactical reload. Not so frivolous when it's only 4 bursts per mag. I know I say that all the time.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
Alright. 3 missions to turn in. I should hit level 49. And I'll turn them in the same order I did on my Tito or Morty. New Haven, Crazy Earl, Tanis. New Haven first because shops. And I didn't check the shop that I was just at. For the timer, I mean. Please be open, thank you.
Jacob's guys do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
It's an 18 rounder, but it's built entirely from Type 1 parts. Still, 155 damage. That's pretty good for a green 43. Green 46, 124 damage. It's a burst fire, which means since it has body 5, it fires a 5-round burst and is supplied with a 16-round mag. This is about as insulting as you can get. Barrel 1, 16-round mag, 5-round burst. Make me puke.
Thor combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil
All
reduction
right.
into one lethal weapon.
Fire rate's too slow. Barrel 5. I don't need any green 43s though.
Whether you are killing bad guys or exploring the unknown,
take a look
you
at
need
that.
a trusty gun by your side.
Pleasure to be doing business with you.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scary needles?
Team accuracy recovery. This is built from material 3. And according to the Borderlands wiki, this doesn't work. Team accuracy recovery. Tempest. Right there. Something to pair with Crom's sidearm. Yeah, ceiling fan without a ceiling. There's a guy who dresses like me.
Get your meds here. You can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too well armed.
Correct. Let's see if the skag pile does its thing again. I know I already overturned it. Dug through it. It's only its remnants I'm interested in. Because they disappear and reappear.
What you want? See you later.
Only one thing left to do, and then I'll go on a shopping spree to round out the episode. As per typical.
Boy, this the place to catch a ride. You can find it all kinds of pretty colors to boot.
Ugh. That one crashed hard.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring needles?
Why couldn't you be a 5-line 650? These three have 2/3 parts commonality. And these two are built from the exact same parts. What are the chances of that? 2 of these are level 37. This one has the best part in the middle, and so does this one. See, if this was a 5-line purple model 650, I could finally have a level 43 replacement for this very long-serving level 34 comm.
The best defense is not a good
Getting tired of waiting for that to happen.
offense. So get yourself a shield.
I have a good enough selection of SMGs now that combined with SMG ammo regen, if I wanted to, I could use nothing but SMGs. But using nothing but 1 or 2 weapon types can get boring.
Lucky.
See how that compares to this. It might actually deal more damage because it has cylinder type 4. But it also has a structurally superfluous scope. Nope. The purpleness of the one I've got overrides the better cylinder type. Or so the evidence would seem.
You lads are the best armed mercs out there. You need something better. Hey, let's get you rolling, man. Alright, sure got you right now.
Let's get out of here.
Blech.
My. My.
Two worthless junkers. I meant to do that. Yeah, right. I can do this all day. I hope no-scope sniper rifles are a regular thing in Borderlands 3. And I hope they're called safari rifles. And I hope Jacobs makes lever-action guns.
Greetings! Helena Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
Tired.
I'll go get that on my mission list, my to-do list.
Oh, there are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board.
And those two. Iridian shotgun. Then I'll do my shopping spree, and then I'll call it. Level 48.
You killed the ugly one. I asked Pierce to give you Class A clearance, and she declined, so I stole her robotic arm until she'd give it to you. You should have little trouble moving forward. Are we friends? I think I would enjoy that.
Gotta sign me up for Pandora's version of Undernet. Then we're friends.
If you need healing, step right up.
Ammo regen. Another inadequate merc comm.
Stone's last guided thing or two about firepower.
By the way, I'd like to see a comic dub or animation of Tannis stealing Pierce's bionic arm. what was it? New Haven. And then middle of nowhere. Old Haven. And some Rust Commons stuff.
What can I do for you? That's all for the time being.
He's shooting, boys.
Hello! There are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board.
Some people on fire.
That looks like it's probably better than the one I've got. Overall. Never mind base stats. It's ×3 versus ×1, 36 versus 28 capacity, faster fire rate. So yes, I will favor it. And so this one has a better material type, but that doesn't make it overall better. And see, this one even has a higher resale value. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this because even though it has a good barrel, I really don't like that chintzy Sight 1 scope. Same body type, barrel 1 versus barrel 3, I think that is. A good stock on this, I think that's stock 5. And that's stock 1. And these are both ×3 with 36 round mags. A good pair. Pretty much evenly matched. Never mind the label colors.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
A decent close range weapon.
Hello! There are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board.
I'd probably prefer this though. Still, look at that damage. 107 ×2. If it had a better barrel type, it could compensate for the low accuracy. Well, that low accuracy is the direct result of the barrel type.
Fighter gear anywhere on the planet. Don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride. Let's get you rolling.
Enough walking.
Is shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get a Maliwan and lights.
That one has even lower accuracy. It also has barrel 1. I wonder if it's possible to have a burst fire machine pistol with a twin shot accessory. I've never seen that. It would fire a 10-shot, presumably, it would fire a 10-round burst with every trigger pull. Plenty to do. One last shopping spree. And of course, if the shops change over while I'm shopping, I'll have to shop again, but that, I don't know if that counts as a whole other shopping spree. Magazine, not clip.
If you want to get to the ball first, you're gonna need to eliminate the competition.
Dahl rules.
The lads are the best armed mercs out there. You need something better.
Hello, Traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction Bounty Board.
Hold on just a moment. I'm back.
Who are your leaders?
Ugh. Stop doing that.
Hello. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Good body type on that. Too bad it's a burst fire. Under what circumstances would you ever need?
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
A burst fire rocket launcher. Also, I just realized I'm not level 49. Like I thought I would be.
Those lads got a thing or two about firepower.
Yeah. What is it?
Buy a first aid kit and you won't regret it.
Well, I can rectify that.
Look at you, bro.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if just meeting Chuck Durden will get me up to 49.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Barrel 1, Sight 5, Stock 1. Mismatched parts. Overscoped, as I say. Rust Commons West, under Outer Yard, I think.
Don't be shy now, come on! Get you rolling, man!
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Best part, right side.
Going up to the vault? Better all go
Level
down
48
again.
Torg.
I'm really good at this.
I knew there'd be at least one more nuke up here.
If you need healing, step
I like that word, mook. That's a funny word. Best part right side, best part in the middle.
Can't ever be too rich, too good looking,
I
or
do
too
like
well
rain
armed.
grenades.
Are you about ready to get rolling?
Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do
Let's trick out your ride.
this.
Hey, listen to Scare. Don't just stand there.
So I could do
Don't your
this.
ass slack, John. Get used.
They like that word slack-jawed in this series.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area. Darsland, get you one. Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Enough walking.
Now, do I reference Undertale or Subterranean?
Hi there.
Searching database. Your DNA has been granted Class A clearance. Lowering bridge.
Echo recorder under that
I
box.
command the bridge to descend.
I'm going to save that for later. Get all those done. All in one take. Oh.
My instrument readings suggest we may find another vault fragment at the trash coast. Unfortunately, in your way are the inhabitants of Jamestown, who smell of alcohol and ignorance. They like science as much as I like the idea of music. Music is wasteful and stupid.
Apparently, that's what the Atlas Company believes.
Is there no end to my power?
Also, good luck finding an INTJ in real life who doesn't like music. And that's good enough. Since I'm here, might as well check this red chest. Not in the mood for a bug hunt. Save that for another time. Decent payload rifle. Vlad off, but still.
First aid kit. You won't regret it. The lads are the best armed mercs out there. You need something better.
Back to Underdoom. Now that I'm level 49.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS has the solution. More bullets. All SNS guns have extended magazines.
My new Stomper. My new Carnage. My new shield. And I've now got an SMG that gives me an excuse to use Firefly. So, new shield on there. I can retire my old one.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Barrel 3, both of them. Body 4, both of them. Stock 1, both of them. And this has sight 2 and this has sight 3. Barrel 1, body 5. Stock 5, sight 2. So I can retire these two Stompers.
Combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
Spark, Phoenix, Diva. Spark, Phoenix, Diva. I might reconfigure my skill set at some point. Until then, I'll keep that stashed. This bulldog sucks compared to the one I found on TD or Morty.
If you're on a budget, TDR is
It was in
always the way to go.
It was in Marcus's shop at his place at T-Bone Junction. Why couldn't this have an 18-round mag?
You can always count on Marcus. Get your mans here.
That seems pretty awesome. Barrel 3 combined with a Type 4 cylinder. And it's a Carnage. They always have Barrel 3. Wouldn't mind getting my mitts on a Dahl SMG with a twisted barrel. And a good enough body type to give it a decent fire rate.
The Crimson Lance got nothing on my weapons.
I want that one.
Hello, Traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction Bounty Board.
If the vault is real, you'll be able to afford it.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
Pandora is the 13th most important planet within our international dominion. We might not spend much of our money on you.
Ah, excellent.
Those guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate
Don't insult me.
throughout the fight.
White label junker. White label TDR junker built entirely from Type 1 parts with a 12-round mag in the special section. Barrel 1, barrel 1, barrel 1. Don't know about that, but I know it has a bad body type. Barrel 3, but it has a Type 1 cylinder. Same with that. Barrel 1, body 1. Built entirely from Type 1 parts. Don't insult me.
Talk to you
In a
later.
world of no guarantees, you can always count on Marcus guns.
Really only interested in acid and fire Bettys.
What do you need? You know what you
It's
need
a
to
real
know.
launcher when you got my machines and their scary needles.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, I need an 18-round mag for my Stomper.
Look at you roll.
Oh, shops changed over while I was at Underdome, so I can go from here to New Haven. Imagine if this was a masher. Or this. Barrel 3, barrel 5. They both have the same body type, but notice the green, it has 0.2 better on the fire rate. I haven't been using my masher very much, have I? And that's a masher that's worthy of a dat masher dope. Barrel 5 twin shot machine pistol made by Hyperion. Check out that accuracy. The only thing holding this back is its dink ass 19 round mag. Never mind that it's green. It's otherwise excellent. Morty with his pistol mag boost skills could override that. Still, I prefer a gun that has base stats that are what I regard as adequate. That was a long second. 14:23.
We lost just the ranks.
You didn't think you could slip that by me, did you?
Who needs a real hunter when you got my machines in there scaring needles?
Best part left side. Already not impressed. Slow, inaccurate rockets. Definitely not my style.
Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
The Jackal doesn't impress me either. It's too weak. Still, I haven't used a Carnage gun in a long time, so I've got to get some use out of it, at least for the novelty.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS has the solution. More bullets. All SNS
That
guns
is a
have
good weapon.
extended
Fire rate.
magazines.
Earthquake.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
That right there is insulting. A shotgun scope on a Vladov shotgun with barrel 2, 6.7 accuracy. A sweeper. A scoped sweeper. Most worthy weapon that's actually worth buying is this one. I mean, of what's in there currently. Another 4-line purple 660. If it's not 5-line, don't bother. 5-line purple 660. Best part right side and left side, so that's 2/3 perfect. And this one has the best part in the middle, so if you combined all these parts, you'd have a perfectly parted shield. Too bad the grinder doesn't actually work that way.
Don't be shy now. Come on. Catch a ride. I sure catch a ride now.
The result is purely
Get out
random.
of here.
I don't know if the level of stuff in this shop over here goes up to 48. I know it goes up to 46.
Jacob's guns do one thing really well.
Good sights on that. 46, just like I said. Barrel 3, barrel 1. I forget what barrel type that is. Barrel 1, barrel 1, barrel 1, barrel 1, barrel 2. at their feet with a carnage gun. See, I think they got it backwards. I think they should have made the ordinary Carnage a grenade launcher and the Jackal a rocket launcher. And both should have been adequate. Instead of being as they are, which is for the most part lame. Underpowered, weak, slow, inaccurate rockets, etc. Maxed out ammo, so I don't need to buy anything. I can just go on back to my base of operations.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of friggin' wood.
Oh. Double anarchy in my pistol slot. Yeah, that looks good enough. Still need to upgrade from level 34. Still haven't found an adequate 43 or better that exceeds this. Hopefully I will before I hit level 52. Anyway, till next time, catch you on the flip side. And see you next mission, slabs.